你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Living creatures close to Xiao Zhan will be used. It's not to blame Xiao Zhan for being too cautious. The latter admitted that he was discrediting. Although the current Xiao Zhan is very strong, but in this Chongqing boy's acting career, at least half of the time can be summed up in the word grief. Let it burn. Youth is almost eliminated because of prejudice, even if, after all, when everyone looks away, Long Danni said directly, never look good on you. If you're a young man, you will be crushed by this sentence. The other party is a professional who has been in the show business for more than 20 years. With a few words, Xiao Zhan was nailed to the shelf of defective. Xiao Zhan's expression at the time was obviously injured. As an ignorant newcomer, such a public denial, the frustration can be imagined. After finally entering the company, Xiao Zhan has not had a chance to prove himself. He was full of enthusiasm, but he waited to be left out in the cold. All of his plays were made by himself, but he didn't get the treatment he deserved after becoming popular. On the other hand, the newcomer of blessed by the heavenly officials that Long Danni kindly visited, Xiao Zhan's treatment was simply too bad. In the face of public opinion, Xiao Zhan did not take any protective measures at all. There is not even a word of support. People who have done nothing wrong, but they have to endure overwhelming negative comments. In this atmosphere, not only Xiao Zhan suffered, even the friends around Xiao Zhan were affected. As long as they are close to Xiao Zhan, they will be strafed. Even at this point, there is still a voice from the director of Chen Qing Ling. You can also see the support of Yu Bin, Wang Zhuocheng and others. It shows that people who have been in contact with Xiao Zhan extremely trust this friend who is keen to entertain guests. But for the purpose of protecting his friends, Xiao Zhan, in the trough period, they alienated others silently, don't want to let others suffer. This kind of being in darkness, but I want to give others a bright character. No one can make mistakes. How exaggerated was the public opinion at that time? Not only the men, women and children around Xiao Zhan, any living thing was used, and even the rhubarb became a tool to attack Xiao Zhan. Rhubarb is a dog and Zhuocheng, Xiao Zhan always likes small animals. Therefore, the gap in filming is always playing with rhubarb. Later, Xiao Zhan left the crew after finishing. Some strange people questioned Xiao Zhan, don't you like rhubarb? They also deliberately asked Xiao Zhan, like rhubarb or xiaohui? Xiao Zhan replied, I prefer rhubarb. Xiaohui, the monkey always wants to bite people inexplicably. Then these people began to learn from the questions. It is said that Xiao Zhan is divided into 3 to 6 or 9 to pets. As a result, after a period of time, the person who deliberately asked the question admitted that he had collected the bounty and deliberately discredited him. This also makes me have deep doubts. How much resentment is it? Did you think of using even a dog? Whose interests did Xiao Zhan touch? Instead of trying hard to suppress Xiao Zhan, it's better to focus on your acting skills and image, in order to get more people's likes. It's no wonder that Xiao Zhan's state during that time was also very tormented. I also felt heavy during the interview. After all kinds of negative comments are really peculiar, making people dumbfounded. Fortunately, Xiao Zhan finally survived. Although he is still not the artist that the company wants to see, it also made many colleagues jealous. But Xiao Zhan has the most crucial confidence, that is thousands of Peter Pan. Although the peers stayed away during the downturn, things passed. It seems that everyone has forgotten that Xiao Zhan was left out in the cold, including Xiao Zhan, who seemed to be grinning with a smile. But these things are well known to everyone. Xiao Zhan once alienated his friends and worked hard because rhubarb would be used. Now everyone is silent. As long as Xiao Zhan has this kind of crushing dominance, anyone had to give 3 points to Xiao Zhan.